Okay. So the five problem, the area, the idea for difficulties, what makes the Ayurveda professionals not to think like an entrepreneur, not to make money out of Ayurveda. That is, one is lack of entrepreneurial mindset. Second is no clarity of Ayurveda concepts, so that they can have confidence and competence, and they can use make a lot of making money. And they don't have clarity what should be done. Because when you become general, you cannot reach the goal. You need to be specific. You need to be specific. So lack of competence is the third one, and lack of a good business plan. That's what I was telling. We are Ayurveda or medical, any medical auto learnings, the institutions, they don't teach MBA. They don't teach MBA. They teach only medical science. And because of that, we don't know how to use our knowledge to build a business, to develop an entrepreneurship. So the lack of good business plan and lack of sales and marketing knowledge, because we are not into sales, we are not into marketing. So because of that, we may not promote ourselves, and because of that, we may, even though we are very genius, even though we are very having the knowledge, but we are not able to reach the what we call the needy people, or the end customers, so whom we are people whom we are supposed to support. And because of that, I thought that let me instill entrepreneurial mindset in all my Ayurveda friends. So I thought that I framed this word Ayurpreneur. Ayurveda with entrepreneurial mindset, and creating their own entrepreneurship, they will be called as Ayurpreneur. Okay, they should be called as Ayurpreneurs. So for that, I created a community. I am having a community. I'm creating a community of Ayurpreneur Lifestyle Hub, only with the intention of giving this particular mindset and the probable, whatever the problems we may face, to set up our own entrepreneurship or the business, what you call the business setup, using Ayurveda. I'm very much specific. Using Ayurveda, whether we are able to set up a business or not. Because why we do not think in that line is because we get different, we are not clear about these problems. That is, what is the product or service? What is the problem to be solved? We never think in that line. So what I'm having, what is in me, which can be used to solve a bigger problem of the society, where it can give money to me, and by adding value to those people's life. So that is entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is what? Adding value to others' life. And by that, you are paid for that. You are getting the value by adding value to others' life. So we do not, we have got all, we will come up all these problems. And these problems, of course, we should think, but we never think about these 10 questions. What service I have to supposed to be more expert with? Only one product or one service which can be, for what you will be identified. Okay. How you can add value to others' life? How you can give a service which can make you earning? Because money cannot be made, money can be only earned, and money can be earned only by two ways. One is either you need to have some product to sell, a unique product which can solve a unique problem, okay, at the easiest way, cheaper way, better way, and faster way. And the second is service. You should be able to give a massive service, so that you can get a lot of money for that. So I thought, and once I gave the what you call the thought on this, then I felt that there is a big lacuna in our learning system. Our learning system, our BMS courses, curriculum, there is a lacuna. Of course, the system is there, but it is not defined. We need to have a system which should make us to reach the what the intended, the intention is to be financially abundant. So then I came up with a concept called Ayurpreneur, what called business model. Ayurpreneur business model. So this particular system consists of a mentor, a community, and the system. So mentor, if it is my community, I'll be the mentor. If it is your community, you'll be the mentor, because you are going to do the mentorship for your mentee, whoever will be joining your community. So there should be a mentor, and there should be a community to support each other. Without community, without the partner collaboration, you cannot move around. You cannot move ahead. You cannot succeed. You cannot succeed. For that reason, you need to have a community, and you should have system for to keep this community and mentor in track. You need to have a system. So for that, I created the system. Okay, and I founded this Ayurpreneur Lifestyle Hub based on 8 core values, 8 code of honors. So the code of honors, 8 code of honors are conviction, conviction in Ayurveda, clarity about the Ayurveda concepts, competency in the Ayurveda, confidence what will get out to use the Ayurveda, consistency to use Ayurveda consistently to set up your own ecosystem of Ayurveda, collaboration along with your community members as well as the outside the community members to build your ecosystem, courage to take the calls when as it comes to, because you need to think like an entrepreneur, so you need to have courage, and the at the end goal is freedom of money, freedom of finance, freedom of what time, this freedom. So these 8 code of honors, on these 8 code of honors I am building Ayurveda Lifestyle Hub. Okay, so here in Ayurveda Lifestyle Hub with a mission, I am on a mission. Why I built all this Ayurveda Academy? Ayurveda Academy is a bigger umbrella. Under that, Ayurveda Lifestyle Hub is one section which will be a community of all the Ayurveda professionals. So the mission what I am on is, I am on a mission to help 100,000 Ayurveda professionals to achieve and live entrepreneur lifestyle with Ayurveda, using Ayurveda. Okay, to accomplish social and professional significance, financial abundance, and time freedom using my Ayurveda business model, Ayurveda business mastery, and the, let me mute the people. Afterwards, they can speak. So I am on a mission. Because of this mission, I could found Ayurveda Academy, Ayurveda Business, Ayurveda Lifestyle Hub. Because what pains me or what has become my purpose of life is, I always see that all our Ayurveda people, our Ayush people who are much what you call the capable of doing a lot of things, but still they suffer with that professional insignificance, social insignificance, and financial or scarcity, as well as lack of time freedom. So I wanted to increase the self-confidence, self-respect, and the professional significance of my all fellow Ayurveda friends. So that has become my life purpose. And this life purpose has this passion to increase the confidence, respect, and professional. If anything I know which I can contribute to the growth of my Ayurveda fellow friends, that is worth of my living. So because of that, this philosophy, what I don't know, that my students should know or my friends should know who will be collaborating with me, and what I know, they should be able to practice or implement it to set up their own ecosystem to live the true life what they deserve. That is the social significance they should get, what they deserve, the professional significance what they deserve, they should get it, the financial abundance they should have, and time freedom they should have. Okay, so for that reason, I created 3 level of membership. Sorry, 3 level of membership. First one is the bronze membership. Actually, this is a very minimum viable product what I created. I wanted to check it out, and I wanted to give the glimpse of the entrepreneurship, how we can use entrepreneurship in Ayurveda to make use our knowledge to monetize. So I created a one bronze membership, that is Ayurveda Success Blueprint. Along with that, I have got one bonus course in that, Ayurveda Device Goal Setting Formula. So this is the basic level course which will be giving access to the Ayurveda Academy. It will give the membership to Ayurveda Academy platform, and this will be lifetime access. So in the goal setting formula, the student especially, we are not clear about what the goal we should have. What is our life purpose, we don't know. So because there are a lot of things are there, environment influences are there, family circumstances are there, social circumstances are there, or institutional circumstances are there. Okay, but there we have got a formula. What our destiny, that is a D. What our yukti, that is our quotients, and what our subconscious mind, our inclination, all these can suggest to one particular point, and that happens to our goal. And this I have given a very good formula which the people can formulate their own goal, and that is called as Ayurveda device goal setting formula, and the bonus it is offered along with the Ayurveda blueprint. This price is 5,000, but I am offering it as 499 for the students, because it is I want to help the people. And second membership I have made is silver membership, where I have made this what comprehensive course of Ayurveda business model, a 3 days foundation course, along with bonuses are there. As I told you, we are not clear how we can use the Ayurveda for making making money. Don't take me otherwise when I'm speaking about money, because money is the most important thing what I could realize. Because whatever the universe has given to us, that is all free of cost, it has come to us. But unfortunately, what the luxury we want to enjoy, which is man-made, it all costs. If you have got money, you can do charity. If you have got money, you can help others. If you have got money, you can do for good things. You can have money. If you have got money, you can live your life. You can accomplish your this one, passions, habits, goals, whatever. So the clarity to have what are the business ideas which can be monetized, that niche clarity is what is required. So I felt that I should give it niche clarity, how they can finalize their niche, a category where they can make the use of their Ayurveda knowledge and they can make money. And then as I told, that entrepreneurial mindset is not there with our people, our students, our friends, and I wanted to change that mindset. For that, I made a course on Ayurveda mindset mastery. How an Ayurveda should think, and what the basic qualities they should develop to become successful. And I'm trying to give the concepts of the Ayurveda in an easy way, so that the people can use them for setting up the entrepreneurship. And budget, money, knowledge, financial knowledge is included. And in the clinic setup, the basic things about the clinic setup, because we are not only going to be entrepreneurs, we are the doctors first, then the entrepreneurs. So we need to have side hustles. Main one is we are clinicians, along with the side hustles are there. So the clinic setup and traffic building, how we can increase your customers and the patients, and the inner circle volt, as I was telling, whatever the sessions we will be covering in the mastermind sessions, that will be included in that. So next level is the gold membership is the upcoming. So here I felt that the skills should be taught. So in that courses, I have included the diagnosis mastery, investigation mastery, and treatment planning. And of course, Trivida Chikitsa I am including it. And diamond membership is the one which will be hand holding for different aspects of our Ayurveda career. It may be from startup, it may be from the agriculture, it may be from the clinic, it may be some research. For there, everywhere, everything can be hard hand holding can be done in diamond membership. So that is, I am still working on that. And this is my goal. This is my intention, that all of us should be able to set up our own Ayurveda ecosystem. Okay, we should start our journey towards setting up our own Ayurveda ecosystem, where at the end of, if you start today, at the end of 10 years with this journey, because it is not overnight, we cannot become. It is a long marathon, marathon. It is a marathon. So ultimate goal is to make our own ecosystem, where we should be, all of us, we should be able to earn at least rupees 10 crore per annum. Okay, as an active as well as passive income. This is what the ultimate goal I am planning, means I am proposing through my academy. I am trying to do I am going along with that journey. With this vision, I am going along in my journey, and I want that as long because if once I do and then I have to come back to teach others, it will be too late. So I thought that as and when I'll be learning, I'll be just allowing it to go to others also, so that everybody can together we can walk. Okay, we need to start a journey. The universe will take care of it. Okay, so for that I created this particular ecosystem. That is the ecosystems. If anybody is in seven of any of these ecosystem can be developed by our Ayurveda people, and they can set up an ecosystem which can give them the continuous flow of the money. So it can be integrative practice, it can be pure Ayurveda practice, it can be coaching in the Ayurveda for general public, general disorders, lifestyle disorders. Okay, Ayurveda startups, and Ayurveda, the technology, if you are sound, then you can use that, because now it is 21st century is the era of the technology. So if any of our Ayurveda people, they are technologically sound, they can use their Ayurveda knowledge to make money with the technological startups or the technological support to other doctors. Okay. And Ayurveda agree, that is Agri Hulk, that is Ayurveda farming can also be made use to set up our ecosystem. And the Ayurpreneur author genius or Ayurpreneur, what you call the researchers, and what you call the authorpreneurship can be done. By that also you can make a lot of money. So this is what my intention. Then because with this I am going, and it is starting. I agree that it is starting, and hope this will give some ideas to all of you to start your own think in different way, like an entrepreneur, so that you can, whatever the knowledge you are having, you need not to learn all this one science, what you call the whole Sanhita. One idea is enough. One perfect idea. One perfect idea. Okay. That can solve a unique problem in the society with a very cheaper way, better way, faster way, and easier way. If you got this idea, it need not be always the physical product. It need not be always you need to have an equipment or instrument. No. Your one idea which can correct the problems of the people, that can give you a lot of money. And for that, you need to find out what the one unique the knowledge or the strength you are having from Ayurveda, which you can use to solve the problem. So think in that way. I request all of you to think differently out of the box, so that you people at the end of the next 10 years or 5 years, depending upon your dedication, you can set up your own ecosystem, and you can be called not only as a doctor, you should be called as Ayurpreneur. Okay, so that is what I am offering. And at the end of the session, I will be giving the links for my community. If you want to join my community, which will be lifetime access community, it will be members of the Ayurpreneur Lifestyle Hub lifetime. If you take silver membership, and together we can build a great Ayurveda ecosystem, which everyone will be living a very abundant lifestyle. Okay, we need to get back our social significance, professional significance, and we need to have time freedom, because we are not here to become only wealthy. We are supposed to be rich. If you are when you do have a lot of money, when you have a lot of money, okay, when you have a lot of money, you can be called as wealthy. But along with lot of money, if you got time freedom to do whatever you want to do, whenever you want to do, wherever you want to do, with whomever you want to do, that is the richness. So we need to aim for rich, being rich, not wealthy. And it doesn't mean that always it is in crore rupees, but still you should be able to achieve 7 accomplishment of the life. And for that reason, we need to think out of the box. With that intention, this entrepreneurship I instilled, I came up with this Ayurveda Academy, and Ayurveda Lifestyle Hub is the one I want to build it in such a way that that should become a one-stop solution for all our Ayurveda people who can collaborate together. There is an internal collaboration will be there to support each other, grow together, grow together. Okay, so grow together. So with that, I welcome all of you for Ayurveda Academy and the session of the Ayurveda Academy. Now let me introduce our today's guest, that is Dr. Madhukeshwar. Okay, Dr. Madhukeshwar Hegdeji. I'm happy, I'm blessed to have Madhukeshwar ji in our because he happens to be the first person. Sir, you are the first person whom I have invited, okay, to my community to share your knowledge. So that I'm thankful to you, sir, for accepting my this one. Let me introduce Madhukeshwar, sir. Of course, I have put the details in this one. Sir is now at present working as a associate professor, if I am not wrong. Just a minute. Yes.
No, sir.
Sir is assistant professor.
In
Okay,
January,
no issue. No issue. No
January
issue.
I will become associate.
Yes. Dr. Madhukeshwar Agade sir is a BAMS and MD in Rasashastra. He completed his post graduation from Taranath Government Ayurveda College, Bellary, Karnataka, and from RGS Bangalore. And he has worked in R&D unit of Prakriti products, Prakriti herbals, and he is the consultant for Ayurashmi herbals, Alpha Naturals, MPL Pharma, and presently, sir is also along with his side hustle. Why I invited him is he is in doing both the things. One is he is a teacher as well as he is having his own what you call the side hustle that he is providing the formulations to all these pharma companies. Okay, so that they can put their label and sell their as a patent formulas. So I thought that he'll be the right person because many of the teachers are here. We are now at the intrapreneurs. We are entrepreneurs. Okay, we are teaching. Okay, to the others, we are guiding others. We are entrepreneurs. We need to become an entrepreneur also. Okay, entrepreneur. If you want to become entrepreneur, you need to think that you need to start a side hustle. You need to start a side hustle. It's a high time to start a side hustle for the people who are 40 plus, who are in this session, or the people who are starting. It's a good time that you people should start as a side hustle. Don't depend only on one source of income. Try to have multiple type of income. So sir is now assistant professor working in Dhanvantari Ayurveda College, Siddhapur, Karnataka. Sir, I welcome you for my Ayurveda Academy on the behalf of all the participants today and the people who will be watching this session on their YouTube or the channel in our community also. Now I request all of Madhukeshwar sir to go ahead with his presentation. So you can share your screen, sir. Okay, let me stop. I have stopped my screen sharing. You can share your screen.
Thank you, sir. I will share my screen. Thank you, sir. Thank you for thank you giving me an opportunity to present in this Ayurveda platform. So there are by looking at the screen, there are many pioneers are there in Russia also, and many teachers are there, and also students are there. In front of them, how much I will be to give my knowledge, I don't know, but I will try my level best. So So the topic is business ideation on Rasoushadhi formulation. So I will here in this topic, I will be speaking regarding the what is happening in the pharmacy, Ayurvedic pharmacy as well as this nutraceutical pharmacy, and how they are making the formulation, and what are all the simple formulations we can make with the Rasoushadhi. So before starting this, so when a Rasaushadhi word is heard, means we get so many thought process. We get so many doubts and all. So are they safe in clinical practice? Are they cost effective? How many days we can administer? Rasaushadhis can be a primary medication, or we can use it only when we are in drug is in the disease is under severe condition, or can be prepared in home. So these are the some of the questions we get when a Rasaushadhi word is heard. So of course Rasaushadhis are safe. So only few Rasaushadhis or few bhasmas or few dravyas are having toxicity. So but most of the Rasadravyas are safe. So it will not lead to any toxicity one. But few are there like Nagabhasma and Mallabhasma and Malla, that is arsenic compounds, Haratala, Manashila. So all these are they are toxic, and even mercury is also a more toxic one. But a judiciously prepared, it is not causes any toxicity. So Rasaushadhis are whether it is a cost effective. So we in Rasaushadhis many categories of medicines are there. Am I audible now, sir? Clearly audible? Am I clearly audible, sir?
Yes, sir, you
yes,
are
sir.
audible.
Yes, sir, you are audible, sir.
Yes, sir. So in Rasoushadhis, we have different categories of medicines are there. It means like this, will in a car, we'll see, different ranges. Like that also in Rasoushadhis also different ranges are there. So very minimum, like paisa medicine also is there, and costliest gold medicine also is there. So it has a different platforms are there in Rasoushadhis. My very minimum, mild, and costliest. So all these platforms are there. So depending upon that, all these are cost effective itself. Depending upon that, we can increase our medicine price. So, and how many days we can administer the Rasaushadhis? So Rasaushadhis, so generally this question will be there in all the Rasadravya practitioners or all the clinical practitioners, that how many days we can administer the Rasaushadhis. So it is safer that a short-term course of Rasaushadhis is best. Short-term course. So within 1 week or 1 week or maximum it is 10 to 15 days is better to avoid the any complication when it is. So maximum time period which is Samhita has given or Rasa textbooks have given is the 1 mandala kala. But so in practice, maximum it is the short-term course is better. So within that itself it gives a good result. But some Rasaushadhis are there. So even years together, if we take also, it will not cause us any toxicity. So next point is a primary medication. So Rasaushadhis can be a primary medication. So generally, people will think that Rasaushadhis are used only when the disease is very severe condition. So it is not like that. So even a short-term actions are possible with the Rasaushadhis. So that's what Rasaushadhis can be a primary medication for it is. So there are, of course, there are many practitioners are there. So they are doing the practice in the Rasaushadhis one. So, but so as for students, I'm telling this one. So Rasaushadhis can be a primary medication one, but we should be used judiciously. So Rasaushadhis can be prepared in home. So very few medicines are there, so that can be prepared in home. Few medicines are there. Other medicines, so it is very difficult to prepare in home because so Rasaushadhis, while preparing the Rasaushadhis, so many smoke will come. And it is some are having irritant smoke will be there. So it is if you prepare it in a home, so it will cause us very difficulty to so along with you and along with the people who are living with them and neighbors everything. So for that, Rasaushadhis, a few simple medicines we can prepare in home. So in this session, we can discuss the simple medications we can prepare in home, and some of the combinations we can do it in the rasa preparation medicine. So in this session, so we'll discuss about the Abraka, Gandhaka, Gairika, Rajata, and Gugulu. Gugulu, even though it is not a Rasaushadhi, but in most of the Rasaushadhi formulations, Gugulu will be one of the ingredients for it. So why I am telling in that Gugulu topic itself. So first is the Abrakabasma. So we all know that Abraka is the comes under the Maharasa. It is the first drug in the all the Rasadravya. Even though Rasa Parada is the first one, it is the Parada is the primest drug. So after that, the drug itself is the Abraka one. So preparation of the Abraka Basma is very laborious laborious. So it requires minimum 30 putta. And for Abraka Basma preparation one, so Shodhana procedure itself is very difficult. After that, we have to do it the Anyabraka procedure. Later, it has to be done. So, Basma preparation has to be done. So, in that Abraka Basma, Shataputi Abraka Basma is there, Sahasraputi Abraka Basma is there, and plain Abraka Basma is there. So, that's what to prepare the Abraka Basma, the time period will be more. So, to get good result in clinical practice, authentic source of Abraka Basma should be searched. Why I told this word means, so nowadays what is happening in a pharmacy means, so they are not looking about the gunakarma of the aprakabasma. So Ayurveda tells about the gunakarma mean. So dravya, how it will act based on the guna and karma, dravya will be acting. So, but in most of the pharmacies, so Ayurvedic, one of the Ayurvedic person will be there as a trained one, but still, so those who are in quality control and quality assurance department, so they look about the only the chemical content. They look about only the moisture content. They look about only the microbial content. They look about only the whether any free elements are there, mercury is there, or such things. They are not looking about the gunakarma of the abrakabasma. That's what they are getting the some abrakabasma, which is matching the parameters which are parameters such as how much will be the iron content, magnesium content, silica content, aluminum content are there. Then after that, what is the moisture ratio, acid insoluble ash value, water soluble ash value, all these are there checking it. And if it is passing, so they will procure the abrakabasma and they will use it in a clinical or medicine preparation when it is. But our aim is to enhance the efficacy one. So in market, we are getting the abrakabasma, Chataputi abrakabasma we are getting, Sahasraputi abrakabasma we are getting, Gagana Parpati we are getting, Abragarbha Parpati, totally we are getting. So, but in we are using the, we are making the medicine or Aushadha with only with the abrakabasma. So, Shataputi and Sahasraputi will be very cost effective. It is not cost effective for the pharmaceutical companies. But so, as a clinical practitioner, Shataputi and Sahasraputi abrakabasmas are also cost effective on it because their batch size is very small. So we can use this Shataputi and Sahasraputi abrakabasma. Whereas in a pharmaceutical company, big pharmaceutical company, so they use only the abrakabasma itself. If they are passing all the parameters, they are procuring it and using it. And, but we are forgetting the Gagana Parpati and Abragarbha Parpati. So only very few pharmacies are there. There's Gopi Krishna pharmacies are there. Some and pharmacies are there. They are making the formulation with the help of the Gagana Parpati. They are making the formulations with the help of the Abragarbha Parpati, but not all formulation one it is. Because so they were such kind of practice will come in future. Definitely will come this because so now many modern pharmaceutical companies also they are looking about the our medicine. They are looking about it. So they are thinking about the how is the chemical structures are there in the potali perpati and all. So with this we can make the a different kind of formulation when it is. So because abraka, so all these are there in abraka basma. So these kind of different abrakabasmas are getting in the available in the market one. So Shataputi, Sahasraputi abrakabasmas are there. So because abraka is Deepaka, Amapachaka, Shitavirya. So in Rasatha Samuchaya it is mentioned that so it is Vata Pitta Kshayagna, Prajna Bodha, Prashya, Ayushya, Balya, Snigdha, and Kafahara, Deepana, Shitavirya. And last line is Tattadyoge Sakalagada Vyoma Sutendra Bhakti. So Satyadyoge Sakalagadahara. That means so Abrakabasma is having a unique property. So in if whichever the proper anupama, proper yoga, if you are mixing, so it will give the very good result. So such kind of formulations we are not at all getting that. So we can prepare in this clinic. So this kind of drug we can prepare in the clinic. So it is very difficult to convince the pharmaceutical company to say that. So if abrakabasma has to be used in the Kasa Shwasa, so any Kasa Shwasa Hara Aushada Kashaya Bhavana has to be done to that, or Abrakabasma is mixed, or lastly, final Abrakabasma has to be mixed with the any Kasa Shwasa Hara Dravya, and then it is to be used. So it is very difficult to convince them because they were not at all understanding the guna karma of that. And if same abrakabasma, if it is used for the joint disorder means, so any Yoga Raja Guguru should be mixed, or any joint Rasta Saptaka Kwata, Eranda Muladi Kwata, we can mix with abrakabasma and we can give that. So in such condition one, so the company will not to make the single dravya it is. It is very difficult for them to convince them it is. So for that, so what they will do? They will prepare a single. They will procure one abrakabasma and they will use it for all the things. So all the whether abrakabasma for the Kasashwas also same abrakabasma. Abrakabasma for joint disorder same abrakabasma one. Abrakabasma for the cancer condition also same one it is. So that this point is not all validated in the company one, pharmaceutical company it is. Tattadyoge sakala gada vyoma sutendra bandi. If I tell them, so this the single drug will be changed by action by if you change the its therapeutic action one is. So such thing means they will get a doubt. how can a single dravya can be useful for both the all the disorders? Because Sakala Gada Hara is there, so all the disorders. So for them it is very difficult to convince. So for in clinical practice, we can use this. So in clinical practice, Abrakabasma, it is a simple Abrakabasma is also available. So it is costly about around 300 to 400 rupees is there. So Shatapati Abrakabasma also is there. It is cost about around 700 to 800 rupees are there. So even Abrakabasma authentic source to be used. So we have around 30 rupees Abrakabasma also will get. So 30 rupees Abrakabasma also will get. So for that authentic source is to be properly, we have to procure that. So Shataputi Abrakabasma is better to use because it don't have any toxic effect. So generally Abrakabasma don't have any toxic effect one, but Shataputi is a better one compared to the plain Abrakabasma. So Sahasraputi Abrakabasma is to be used for the Rasayana purpose. So in general, Kasa Shwasa, we can use the Shataputi Abrakabasma for Rasayanartha, for any Valya action one. So we can use the Sahasraputi Abrakabasma. So in clinical practice, I think many lecturers are there. They know that. So Abrakabasma can be used along with the Sitopaladi Churna. Abrakabasma can be used along with the Thalisadhi Churna. Abrakabasma can be used with the Lagusuta Mishrana. And same Abrakabasma can be mixed with most of the dravyas. So it gives a good result for the therapeutic effect when it is. But Sahasraputi Abrakabasma, it is for the Rasayanartha. That means, so if a person is having a long-term Dhatukshaya, so for them, so Sahasraputi Abrakabasma is used. So it is very difficult to come into such kind of practice that, so in future we can develop a Abrakabasma based syrup. Abrakabasma based syrup for Dhatukshaya. Abrakabasma based Kashaya or Abrakabasma based any ethic what we call it as ethic syrup for the Kasa Shwasa and all. So in future we can develop that because many are they are looking about this kind of formulations because so in COVID we are getting a very good result in the Abrakabasma and Shataputi Sahasraputi Abrakabasmas are also used and many use the Abragarbha Pottali. So it is very a unique formulation in the Abragarbha Pottali when it is. So if Abragarbha Pottali it is to be used for the later condition when it is. So initially, so Abrakabasma has to be tried or a herbal medicine has to be tried. Later, in such condition, it is not getting result means later we can same with the herbal medicine one Abrakabha Pottali is used. So Abrakabha Pottali with a particular Kashaya Dravya. Say for example, if Shwasa is there means Bharangyadi Kashaya can be used to rub the Abrakabha Pottali one. So after rubbing that with the Bharangyadi Kashaya one, so we can use dry it and after that it is mixed with the Sitopaladi Churna or Thalisadhi Churna can be used in a clinical practice. So it will be given good result and such kind of practice is very rare in the clinical practice one. So it will give a good result and we can based on that we can increase the price of a medicine also. It is. So Gagana Parpati, so Gagana Parpati is a again it is a Parpati Kalpas or the Parpati Kalpas are used for the Grahani one. So in case of Grahani, so any Tadimastaka Churna or Hingvastaka Churnas are used in the Grahani one. So Tadimastaka Churna is there or any some of the Grahani Rasoushadhi, so it can be mixed with the Gagana Parpati one. So in such condition, it gives a very good result. So Gagana Parpati is very available in the market or it is authentic source is searched and it is powdered and mixed with the Abrakabasma. So in all these conditions, so dose of the Abrakabasma is important. So it should not exceed the 60 ml. So per day dose is the 125 mg of the Abrakabasma is used or more also can be used that, but in safer side, so per dose of Abrakabasma should not exceed the 60 mg. So in such a way we can formulate the Abrakabasma and can be used in the clinical practice. So Abragarbha Pottali, so Dudh Papeshwar company is giving 1,000 rupees one, or many companies are maximum, so 1,000 to 2,000 rupees it is available. So, so the potency of the Abragarbha Pottali or therapeutic efficacy of the Abragarbha Pottali is very high. So with the minimum dose also we can use that. So maximum for 100 gram, so 5 gram or very even 100 mg of the 100 mg of the abracaba potentially is sufficient to give a good result. Or 500 gram of the any churna. So abracaba potentially has to be mixed, means it should be even 100 mg is sufficient to a good result when it is, because potentially kalpanas are having very good result. So it should be rubbed 1 or 2 rounds itself, then can be used in the clinical practice when it is. So this abragarbha potentially with this last word, Tattadyoge Sakalagada Vyoma Sutendra Bande, with this last word itself, we can change the different formulation when it is. So same abrakabhasma or abragarbha potali in the joint disorder, it can be mixed with the any Rasna Saptaka Kvata, and it will get a good result. So same abragarbha potali or abrakabhasma can be mixed with the any uh, Daturadikwata or Kanakasava or any Sitopaladi Churna, all these it will give a good result. So similarly, Abrakabhasma can be used for the Rasayanartha. Abrakabhasma can be used for the even most of the formulations also Abrakabhasma is there. So for Tasa, Shwasa, and Sandishula, for all these things. So gradually we can increase the Abragarbha Potali or Abrakabhasma one taste. So for Gagana Parapati, it is also having a Balya and Gunakarma, Balya and it is Vrashya is there. So in such condition also we can use. So this Abraka, it is a minimum with the price, or even though it is a costly one, this dose is very minimum. So we can increase the therapeutic effect by combination, different combination when it is. So next drug is the Gandhaka, sulfur. So sulfur has a wide use in clinical practice, but efficacy of the Gandhaka depends upon its Shodhana procedure. So ghee is a mandatory dravya for the Shodhana of Gandhaka. So Shodhana media is the milk and Brangaraja Sarasa. So Gandhaka is having a different Shodhana media. So in all the Shodhana media, Grita or ghee is a mandatory dravya, because Gandhaka is a Atyanta Ushna Virya dravya, or it is very having Ushna Virya when it is. So those who are having Pitta Prakriti one, so for them Gandhaka is not all advisable. It is very, which the dose should be very restricted. So for that, to reduce the Ushnatva property of the Gandhaka, so Grita is having a very good action, that is, it is Agni Deepaka, whereas Pitta Hara. So same thing is used in the Shodhana itself. No, but along with the Grita, Shodhana media is the milk and Brangaraja Swarasa. And so even other medias are also explained for the Gandhaka. So the Shodhana media of the that is milk is used for general Shodhana media. Only few companies they use the Brangaraja Swarasa for the Shodhana media. So Grita or ghee Shodhana media is for the Rasayana purpose one, or in general Shodhana purpose of the Gandhaka. Brangaraja Swarasa is for the Twakroga. Twakroga Brangaraja Swarasa is used. So if you want to procure the Gandhaka for your clinical practice one, or many are preparing the medicine, so first you have to think about the for which we are using the Gandhaka. So if you are using the Gandhaka Rasayana, then it has to be used with the milk itself, because the drug is Rasayana Dravya. So Shodhana media should be it should be milk. And if it is for the Twak Roga, then Shodhana media should be Brangaraja Swarasa, because Brangaraja Swarasa gives a target organ for the Gandhaka to reach into the Twak region when it is. So similarly, one more preparation is there for the Gandhaka. It is Gandhaka Triti. So it is a kind of somewhat neglected dravya. It is. So pharmacies are not manufacturing this. So very few small scale pharmacies are there. Not the large scale pharmacies. They are not manufacturing the Gandhaka Triti one it is. So one part of Shuddha Gandhaka is taken, and Brangaraja Shuddha Gandhaka is taken, and for that 1/16 part of Trikata Churna is added, and it is mixed well and spread into cotton cloth, rolled, tied, and tied with thread. So after that, it is dipped with the tila taila for overnight. Next day, so some amount of the oil is removed from the cotton roll one. Then it is burnt. It is burnt when it is. So after burning, whatever the black colored burning liquid comes out from this cloth is collected. So this dravya is having Tvakrogahara action on it. It is having Tvakrogahara, and some they are using it for internally also, but I have not tried for internally one. For externally, it is very effective one. So, but so what we are making is in small scale one we are making is we are mixing with the Gandhaka Dhriti along with the Vishwamitra Kapala Taila. So this one is unique. So Vishwamitra Kapala Taila means it is a oil comes from the pyrolysis of coconut shell. So coconut shell pyrolysis it is means when you burn a coconut shell under minimum air. So with the Patala Yantra one, so we get the oil. We get the oil of the coconut shell oil. So Gandhaka Dhriti should be mixed in equal quantity. We have to mix 10 ml of Gandhaka Dhriti, 10 ml of the Vishwamitra Kapala Taila. It is giving a very good result in the Twakroga. We can use it for the Tadru, we can use it for the even for the fungal infection, we can use it for the tinea infection one, and it is used for the even for Brocharchika, it is useful. So this formulation we can make it, and it is having very cost effective dravyages. So Gandhaka is hardly 80 rupees per kg. So 1 kg of Gandhaka, it is having a very after Shodhana also the loss is very less because Gandhaka don't have any much, so only sand particles will be there in the Gandhaka. So very much high yield will get it. So 1 kg powder we can make a very good amount of the Gandhaka Dhriti. And coconut shell is a waste product it is. We are throwing, instead of throwing, we can extract oil from that. And after doing the pyrolysis one, oil from that, and we can mix in equal quantity and we can use it for the Twakroga itself. So lastly, I will share the preparation method of the Gandhaka Dhriti and all. So this is very cost-effective medicine, and it is not available. So since it is not available one, so here we have a chance to make it is available one, and we can grow our clinical practice when it is. So better. So Gandhaka Dhriti along with the Vishwamitra Kapala Taila, it is very good, getting very good result on it. So next drug is the Gairika. So I say it is a wonderful drug, and it is Parthiva Dravya, Madhurasa, Shita Veera Dravya, and Pittahara, Raktastambhaka. We all know that we are using the Gairika. So we are using the Lagu Sutta Shekhara Rasa, we are using in the Hushyananga Churna, we are using in the many of the condition. Gairika is one of the ingredient one. So, and cost of the Gairika is also very less. So it is around 500 rupees. We are getting the good source means it is it will costly one. It is maximum we are getting the Gairika one. So by around 100 gram or it will cost about 300 to 400 rupees one. So with that we can make that. So generally Gairika Shodhana is done with the Grita. Gairika Shodhana is done with the Grita. So Gairika is taken, it is powdered and it is fried in a ghee. Am I audible, sir? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So,
Yes.
yes. So it is generally we are using the we are doing the Shodhana with the Gogrita. It is fried in a ghee and it is till it turns into brown color. Till that we have to fry it. Secondly, we are using it with the Godugdha. It is Gairika is taken and it is triturated or Bhavana is done with the Godugdha and it is dried. So here one more method is there. It is Anubhuta Yoga. So one of our teacher, so Harihar Prasad Rao from Mangalore College, he told this procedure what it is. So the credit has to go to him only. So he is doing with the Gairika Shodhana media with tender coconut water. So Gairika is taken, it is powdered, and with that powdered Gairika, to that powdered Gairika, tender coconut water is added. Tender coconut water is added and Bhavana is done. So after Bhavana, it is dried. So before that, so Gairika is taken and after powdering one, so tender coconut water is added and it is kept in over the sunlight for few hours. So later Bhavana is done until it is completely dry powder has to come. So light brown color it will achieve and dry powder has to come. So this will be useful for the pitta vikara, pittaja daha, pittaja netra roga, burning sensation in anal region 1, amla pitta, kandu in shita pitta, mukapaka, stomatitis where pitta lakshanas are present, rectal bleeding it is there, then rakta pradara also it is used. So since it contains the tender coconut oil, tender coconut water one, so it is having all the Shita guna also is there, and along with the Pitta reaction will be more in that. So and it is very effective and very easy method to make the Gairika Shodhana. So this can be used for all the Pitta Vikaras one. It is having, since it is a Parthiva Dravya, it is very effective in the Dravataha Vriddhi of the Pitta and Gunataha Vriddhi of the Pitta. So we have in Pittaja Vriddhi Lakshana, two are there. So one is Dravataha Vriddhi. So there more Amla Pitta Lakshanas will be there, or more of acidity Lakshanas will be there. Second one is Gunataha Vriddhi. This is Daha, Netra Roga, and burning sensation, all these are gunataha vritti, because pitta is having two, drava and ushna guna also is there in the pitta. So in both the condition, gairika will be used. So gairika, since it is a parthiva dravya, it will reduces the dravatva guna of the pitta. Since it is a mudurasa shita virya, it reduces the gunataha vritti of the pitta one. So even it is indicated for the visarpa. So herpes also it is indicated. In herpes, burning sensation is more, means then also we can use the gairika. Provided the Shodhana procedure, we can change it, and very easy method is the Shodhana with the Narikela Jala, tender coconut water, Shodhana has to be used. So then it is very effective, can be used. So I don't say that Gita and Godugda are not effective one, but it is very simple method, so and cost effective one it is. So we can prepare it, and market it is not all there. In market it is not all there. So this will make us opportunity to attract the patients. Since drug is effective, means patients will be definitely attracted to the clinic. So this here we have chance to attract the people. Clear? So next drug is the Rajata. Next drug is the Rajata. So Rajata is a premium product in Rashastra. After this Varna, next premium product is the Rajata itself. So it is a cost effective than the Swarna Bhasma. So Medhya action of Rajata Bhasma is we are forgot. So since we are using Rajata Bhasma for the most of the Ushada Yoga itself, but we forgot the Medhya action of the Rajata Bhasma. So Rajata Bhasma, we can, as a Bhasma also it is available, or Rajata Galba Potali also it is available. So Rasatarangini Kara explains the important Gunakarma of the Rajata Bhasma. So Shakashrayam Pittamalam Vivruddham Jatrudva Samstancha Kafam Malakyam. Shakashrayam Pittamalam Vivruddham Jatrudva Samstancha Kafam Malakyam. Prakshina Vruddhim Smriti Sahasranam Shirobhramsham Shirobhramanamiti Vimohitana Adhyapanadau Suchiram Vrutanam Yunam Shishunam Cha Param Shastam. So Adhyapanadau Suchiram Vrutanam it is. So Rajata Bhasma is used in the anxiety, stress-induced insomnia, senile dementia, and those who are in tremendous work tension. Adhyapana, those who study for longer period, once PhD holders, and not only that, students who are having anxiety towards the studies, for them, Rajata Bhasma is used. So this property is, it is only practiced in the clinic. So this property we are not getting in the any pharmaceutical company, they are not making the Rajata for this drug. So only those who practice the authentic rasa practice one, they are using it. So Rajata Bhasma, Vachachurna or Chatamamsi Churna or Eshtimadu Churna, any major dravyas can be mixed along with that, and it is administered daily. So this can be used, but dose should not be exceed more than 60 mg, or per dose should not exceed more than 60 mg. So Vachachurna we can increase the dose, or Jatamansi we can increase the dose, but so Rajata Bhasma dose per dose should not exceed the 60 mg. Or else Rajata Garbha Pottali can be rubbed with Manduka Parniswarasa or any Shankapushpa Kashaya, whichever the major dravyas are there. With that, Rajata Garbha Pottali is rubbed, and that powder is used 10 mg. 10 mg one it is. So 10 mg it is very difficult to get it. So such 10 mg of Rajata Garbha Pottali powder, it is mixed with the any of the major dravya or any of the Rasayana dravya one. So with a dose of 10 mg per serving. So that dose can be used for the anxiety, stress-induced insomnia, then senile dementia, and those who are in tremendous work pressure. So along with that, we are getting the we are in practice of this Swarna Vacha. Swarna Vacha, it is in practice. So Rajata Vacha also can be used. So instead of Swarna Tantu, so Shuddha Rajata Tantu can be placed in the Vacha, and that should be rubbed along with the Munduswara or any of the Metya Dravya, then it is administered. So even this is useful for the senile dementia also. So this, it is very what we call it as not known factor for the pharmaceutical companies. So they are not manufacturing this. So maybe in future, so all these dravyas can be used because Rajata Basma and all. So if they, as they heard the Basma, they are having a one what we call, what you say, that one thing or one thought process is that this all contains the mercury, because Swarna and Rajata, without the mercury, it is very difficult to prepare. Very difficult to prepare. So with the mercury, it is very easy to prepare because these two dravyas, they'll mix with the mercury easily. Swarna, it will become very the amalgamation of property of the Swarna with more with the mercury. Even Rajata also, will be very easily mixing with the mercury, and it will become amalgamation one. Later to that, Gandhaka is added and powdered, and Basma is prepared along with Varahapata one or any Pupatapata Gandhaka Rajata Basma is prepared. So as soon as they analyze the Rajata Basma, they found the mercury peak in that. So they will not use it for the, if they found mercury peak, they will not use it for any formulation one. Rarely they will use it for the formulation one. Those who are authentically practiced, so these kinds of practice are present only in the classical Rasavaidyas, not the mainstream of Ayurvedic pharmacy. So hence, so these are not available in the clinical market. So this, when drug is not available in the market one, so we have, once again I'll repeating that we have a chance. So this we can prepare and we can sell it in a clinic condition. So it is very effective treatment for this condition. So though any software engineers or not only software engineers, any people, they come about they came with depression, work tension and all. So for them, so advise the Rajata Garbha Pottali or Rajata Basma. It will be very effective for the clinical practice when it is. So next is the Gugulu. So Gugulu is not a Rasadravya, but it is used in the most of the Herbo-Mineral formulation. Efficacy of the Gugulu depends upon the Shodhana procedure. So more than 20 different medias are mentioned for the Gugulu Shodhana. So selection of the Shodhana media changes the therapeutic indication when it is. So pharmaceutical companies, they are not at all worrying about this property at all, because most of the pharmaceutical companies in this one, so only few, Bhupapeshwar, Baidyanath, and very few are there. So they are manufacturing the Shuddha Gugulu in their in-house. Clear? Am I audible, no sir?
Sir, yes, sir. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
You are audible.
They are manufacturing the Gugulu in-house. Other, what they are doing is they are procuring the Gugulu, Shuddha Gugulu, because Gugulu is having a different ranges are there. So we are getting a Gugulu around 500 rupees also we are getting in a market. 1000 rupees also we are getting. 1500 rupees also we are getting. So costly Gugulu is the 3500 rupees also we are getting it. So it contains the some of the sand particles, twigs, plastic, everything will be there in that Gugulu one. But so we are not concentrating it, that can be removed by easily or thing. So in fact most of the company, they are not looking about the Shodhana media. They only procure the Shuddha Gugulu. Or some companies are there, so they provide the Gugulu extract. So this Google recently we all know that most of the companies, like I'm not saying the name, so they use the only extract, because so if they prepare the classical Gugulu, so it is very difficult to make the formula tablets, capsules, everything, because it contains more moisture. So instead of that, what they will do, they will use the Gugulu extract. So that Gugulu extract is prepared from the hydroalcoholic extract of the raw Gugulu. So it doesn't contains any of the Shodhana media. Doesn't contains any of the Shodhana media when it is. It is only hydroalcoholic extract and some of the N-hexane extract. N-hexane is the petroleum ether itself. We are eating the petroleum ether itself actually. So because N-hexane contains it absorbs the oil from that, oil gugulu resin from that. So after that we are getting a powdered gugulu. So after the extraction of the gugulu one, they analyze the gugulusterone percentage. So if gugulusterone percentage is around 10 to 15% means, so there they will make it a standard and they will send it to the pharmacist when it is. So that gugulusterone contains powder. So we are using for the all the tablets and all. That's what we are not getting a good result in the gugulu. So this Simhanada Gugulu also, most of the companies they prepare from the Gugulu extract itself because it is easy to procure, easy to prepare. But in Simhanada Gugulu, so we have to use the along with the Gugulu, we have to use the Eranda Taila. So Eranda Taila is not all added by the pharmacy because when you add the Taila to the any of the material one, it is very difficult to it is not possible to make a tablet. That's what Simana the Gugudu, how much tablet if you give also, you will not get the result properly. Desired result will not get. So long term we will get, but the desired result will not get. So that's what, so selection of the Shodhana media changes the therapeutic indication when it is. So here we have a chance. So if Gugulu is to be used for weight reduction, Staulya, then Gomutra is the Shodhana media. So if Gugulu is to be used for the Shulahara action, then Dashamula Kashaya, Nirgunti Swarasa, Haridra Churna is the Shodhana media. If Gugulu is used for the Arshas, then Trifala Kashaya is the Shodhana media. Then in case of Asti Bhagna, Laksha Rasa is used. It is one of the Anubhuta Yoga. Laksha is Laksha the Gugulu we are getting. So we are so same thing it is used for the Asti Bhagna one. Because in Asti Bhagna, along with that, Rakta, bleeding also will be there. In such a condition, Laksha will be helpful. So Laksha is to be Laksha Rasa. In that Laksha Rasa, we have to do Shodhana of the Gugulu one. Then in Twakroga, Nimba Patra Swarasa, Nimba Twak Kashaya, and Haridra Churna or Panchatikta Kashaya can be used for the Gugulu. Then for Rasayanartha, Godubda should be used. For Vatarakta, Guruchi Kashaya should be used. For Pitta Vikara, Gogruta is used. Then for Sandishula, Asti Shrimkala, that is scissors quadrangularis, can or Kashaya can be used for the Gugulu Shodhana. So if you change the Shodhana media, target organ of the Gugulu or target area of the Gugulu will change. So this property is rarely, they will not look into this property and prepare according to that. So I know it is very difficult to use all these things because for each and every formulation, if a separate Shodhana media has to be used, means cost of the medicine will be high. So pharmaceutical, it is unnecessary a burden to the pharmaceutical one, and they will not bear that burden when it is. So, but here we have a chance in small scale pharmacy or a small scale industry one or in a clinical practice, we can use this technique to enhance the therapeutic effect of the Gugulu. So with this, so we can increase the therapeutic effect and we can get the proper result with the Gugulu when it is. So lastly, I thank Vaidya Vivekananda Kolodi sir for the giving opportunity to share my views in the Ayurveda platform. Thank you, sir. Special thanks to Vaidya Vivekananda sir and special thanks to all the teachers and all the students. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Any questions
Thank
are
you,
there?
Dr. Madhukeshwar sir. Now the session is open for the any question Q&A session. So if anybody have got their questions, they can unmute themselves and they can ask. So before going ahead, sir, one question is there from Dr. Praveen
Yes.
from AME. That name is displayed like that. So his question is, can you suggest any your clinical from your clinical experience or from your this one Rasoushadhi for Pakshagata, Gridrasya and Rajakshma?
Pakshagata, Gridrasya and Rajakshma.
A question is like this only, but we can suggest whether it is in the one same patient he has asked. Dr. Praveen, you can unmute. Yes,
No,
Praveen,
no.
Dr. Praveen is there.
No, sir. Good afternoon, sir. This is Dr. Praveen
Yes.
from Hubli, sir.
Yes, yes. Yes, Praveen, you can
Yeah,
ask.
sir.
You can ask question.
Yeah, no, sir. My question is like that. Like, Rasaushadhi is used in Pakshagata, Rajakshma, and Kridrasis, not in a single patient, sir.
Okay.
But yes, sir. But it should be in a cost-effective way, and which we can use in a clinical clinics, sir.
Clinics, yes.
Yes,
So
sir.
for Pakshagata, it is Brahatvata Chintamani Rasa can be used and Abragarbha Pottali can be used. Pakshagata, Abragarbha Pottali. It is, even though it is costly at one, but so dose is less. Abragarbha Pottali 10 mg is the dose. So since dose is less, so we can advise the patient. So 1 gram of Abragarbha Pottali can be, it will be useful for longer period when it is. So then it is effective one. And Abragarbha Pottali can be used along with the Brahatvachintamani Rasa and along with the any Ashwagandha, Navashwagandha syrup. Then for Rajakshma, it is very difficult to, because I have not treated the Rajakshma and all. So for Pakshagata, I will practice. I am practicing the same thing when it is. And one more is
Grudrasi.
Grudrasi. Grudrasi, it is Kanjankari Rasa. Kanjankari Rasa, it is effective for the Grudrasi one. And for Grudrasi also, since Grudrasi occurs in the due to the, there is a reduction of the space in the spinal vertebra one. So there is, wherever the space is reduced. So in general, what we think while doing the formulation means, wherever the any joint space is reduced or reduced, so there we are using the abraka. Because so abraka, it is having, it is having the akasha mahabhuta predominance one. So wherever avakasha is reduced, there abraka will work. That is the simple rule that we will use it for the formulation when it is. So there, even in the Grudrasi also, Abragarbha Pottali or Abrakabhasma, it is along with the Kanjankari Rasa or Brahatvachintamani Rasa or Ekangavira Rasa. So it will give a very good result for the Grudrasi. So it will be useful.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, thank you, Praveen, for asking that question. Dr. RK, the only name I could not understand. RK sir, if you can unmute yourself and whatever you put in the message, if you convey that directly to the Madhukeshwar sir, it will be good, very good. He'll feel very happy.
Sir, this is Dr. Ramakrishna from Rasendra Shala.
Sir, namaste,
Sir,
namaste.
sir, namaste, sir.
What
Sir, in
your
front
honor,
of
sir.
you.
We are blessed to have you here. Sir, you can. Madhukeshwar sir, kindly you stop the share, this screen share, so that everybody can see us. Yes, RK sir, Ramakrishna sir.
No, sir, I am not in a vertical position to show my face.
Yeah.
To show my face because I have done vertical.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The next day, my.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Oh,
vertical.
sorry. You had any this one, sir? Accident?
Yeah, you see now face.
So sorry.
So don't worry.
Hmm.
The antidote is only coconut vertical water and gluta. I'm taking it. So never vertical fear of doing rasakalpas or vishadravyas. These things will happen.
Yes, sir.
But the effect they give, they are tremendous.
Yes, sir.
So definitely vertical. It is a very good session, sir, from Madhukeshwarji. I definitely start your Gandhaka Dhruti and some other formulations in coming days. And we can launch to the vertical all doctors.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Right.
And
Thank you very much, sir. In front of you, I will be very blessed, sir. I am having very minimum knowledge. In front of you, I will. I am blessed, sir. I am blessed in front of you. Really, sir.
No, let me introduce to sir. Sir, we are that. We thank. I did to be honest with you, sir. I didn't expect you. Okay, in this session, actually, I was when Madhukeshwar sir, this one was going on. In my thought, it was that second session I wanted to have from you only because as a continuation of this sessions. So our doctors will also be means they'll come means what is the modifications you have made in the instrumentation and how better you are preparing all that quality products. That is really means inspiring, sir. And I believe that you will be happy to bless us with your session in future.
Definitely will do, sir.
Yes,
but
sir.
Really it was a good session because many inputs, sir. I am speaking. I am not into medical practice. And this Rasaguna, in which disease condition, I am not so aware because I am into only manufacturing medicine since 20 years. So, but listening to all this, I can design some products to what you call our Ayurvedic community
Yes,
with
sir.
different. Definitely, it was a very good session, and you are a very good initiative,
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
making doctors into entrepreneurs.
Yes, sir. Thank you. That is all. We only it will be possible when all of you will bless this community with your
Right, sir.
presence, okay, and your support. Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very
Thank you, sir.
much.
Thank you,
Yeah.
sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. It's my pleasure to speak in front of you, sir. Thank you very much.
Nothing like that.
Sir,
Yeah.
take care of yourself, sir. RK, sir.
Yeah.
Take care of yourself.
Right. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Madhukeshwarji, another question is there from Dr. Kritika Chandrasekaran. Okay. So, how we can select Rasoushadhi formulation on the basis of a Rasa Panchaka? Because Kastaushadhis we are having Rasa Panchaka. It is easy to select medicines according to state and stage of the disease. So, how when you are selecting Rasoushadhi, how the Panchabhutika can be considered?
So Rasaushadhis, even Rasaushadhis are also having Rasa Panchaka. In every Guna Karma of the Rasaushadhi, Rasa Guna Virya Vipaka is told. So even in Rasatna Samuchaya, Rasa Guna Virya Vipaka is told. Even in the Rasa Tarangani, Rasa Guna Virya Vipaka is told. Based on that only we are using it. Only we can change the its target action by changing the Shodhana media and changing its therapeutic dravya it is. So for example, same thing it is told. So if Tamra Basma, same Tamra Basma is used for the liver disorder, but Tamra Basma we are having one formulation Hridayana Varasa. So there Tamra Basma is given Bhavana with the Kakamachi Swarasa. So here Tamra Basma will not usually Tamra Basma is mainly for liver disorder itself. But by giving the Bhavana with the Kakamachi Swarasa, the therapeutic action of the Tamra Basma will change. So there Tamrabhasma will be useful for the Radroga. So in Hridayana Rasa, ingredients are Tamrabhasma, Arjuna Churnavan and Kakamachi Swarasa Bhavana it is. So there the by Kakamachi Swarasa Bhavana will change the therapeutic effect. So similarly, while doing the formulation itself, so we are thinking all these points. Classical formulation itself that we are changing it into this modern drug one. So there we are thinking all these formulations one. And based on the Rasaguna Viri Vipaka, which is explained in the Rasaratna Samuchaya and Rasarangini, with that only we are selecting the Rasaushadhis.
I hope Dr. Kritika is satisfied with the answer. If anything need to get clarification, you can unmute yourself and you can ask. Yes, Dr. Praveen BS, I think yes.
So thank you, Dr. Vivek, for a great initiative. It's a wonderful initiative from yourself, and hope to listen to so many good practitioners as well as the intellectual persons in future. And I congratulate Dr. Madhukeshwar also for a wonderful presentation and his dedication towards the Rasa Shastra and its understanding. It's a wonderful session. Despite of that, I just want to know from the presenter a few doubts. I would say that it's a doubt because one point I would like to put across here is that we are blessed, myself, Dr. Vivek, and all my classmates are blessed to have a very wonderful Rasa Shastra teacher, Dr. K.Y. Krishnaji. And I hope Dr. Prideshni is there in the session, I believe, right?
Yes, he is there.
So, yeah, of course, the person who has started practicing the Rasa Shastra since long, and he's been practicing now, and he is the initiator of the Swarna Prashna and great formulations, and even he is doing so many innovations in the field of Rasa Shastra. So it's all blessings for all of us, and with that background, I feel because I had so much of interaction with many of the Rasa Shastra teachers and practitioners. In that regard, there are few points I would like to across here as a, we can call it as a maybe a doubt from my side, because I am not an expert of Rasa Shastra, I am an expert of Panchakarma. So one point is that Rasa, the Abraka Basma, during the discussion of Abraka Basma, the Dr. Hegde has said that the abracabasma in the formulation can be done along with kashayam, or maybe a syrup form can also be done. With this regard, my question is that because today's day, what is the practical problem as far as the practitioners are concerned, is that the preparation and the syrup, when it is preparation, it is a fresh prepared kashayam only are indicated, but we are using a bottled one, and with the bottled one, we are using preservatives. And I understand that there are different varieties of preservatives like propyl paraben or other varieties of preservatives are also used. And there is a permissible limit, if, as far as my understanding is concerned, around 18 to 20% or so. But companies are using beyond that. They are using around 40%, which becomes a toxic. And in that regard, my question here is that the mineral drugs, whenever it is used along with the Rasoushadhi and prepared in the form of kashayam, will it not have an interaction? And one more point of concern, the point of concern is that the bottling, and we do bottle with the plastic containers, and how the interaction can happen. And is there any possibility that this can turn into a toxic material and it may damage than giving a positive outcome? That's what is my one question. And one more question I would probably I'll ask once the presenter probably gives some suggestions or maybe some inputs on this.
Yes, yes, yes. So this while manufacturing it is difficult to add the Rasoushadhis, but it's at the end part, last at the filling part, we can add the Rasoushadhis, and of course bottling is very difficult, so better to use the glass bottle itself. Glass bottle, so it is the safest bottle one. So only companies why it are not using means it is transportation. It will break that. But as per the guidelines, even for the WHO guidelines, also glass bottle is the safest bottle. It is told. So even Nagarjuna companies and all, they are using the glass bottles. And when we ask the companies to say we want in glass bottle itself, they are manufacturing it. And these basmas are added at the last part it is added, not in the while in the boiling one. It is after the syrup preparation is done or kashaya preparation is done, at the last part it is added. And with the paraben and all, it has to be studied. Your question is genuine one. It is paraben and one, it has to be studied one. But in case of syrup, we will not have such problems one, because syrups, it contains high sugar, because of the sugar percentage is 80, more than 80% will be there. So it itself is acts as a preservative one. With syrup, it is very easily, and many are practicing it. So I know one of my colleague is practicing kapha keturasa along with the cough syrup. So she is mixing in clinic itself, and she will powder and in cough syrup, and she is mixing it, and it is giving a very good result one. So such practice we can do it in clinic one, and it will not have since it is in short term. So we are giving around 200 ml or 100 ml of the syrup. So within 5-6 days it will be over. So that will not have that much toxic effect at all. So in a company wise, we have to think, and we have for that a stability study is there, sir. Stability study. Every formulation has to be studied stability one. So after the formulation, it is kept in a stability chamber, and it is studied for the more than 1 month. There accelerated and low stability studies are there. So different temperatures we are putting into the stability one, because the region will be very low temperature to high temperature also region will be there. So with that, after that it is tested. So if it is become a toxic one, there itself we are holding the product. So, but in clinical practice, we can mix these any of the bottle one, and we can use it in a clinical practice. Sir.
Right. That's
sir.
I understand, sir. Thank
Yes,
you.
sir.
And one more point is that now one more point you have raised is about Shodhana of Google. Right.
Google, sir.
So yeah, I understand that the idea is right. Of course, based on the condition, the Shodhana Dravya can be changed. Probably with that intention itself, that has been the synergetic action. Probably Acharyas might have really ordered to do this Shodhana. That is one point. Second point of concern is that is India producing that much quantity of Gugulu that we are using in abundance, and all companies are producing Gugulus. So that's why I don't understand that every second company is producing so many varieties of Gugulu. and that is being used and in the preparation. We are not at all, what therapeutic effect, what Shastra is telling. Here, absolutely, we are not getting with every company. So we identify with the experience, we identify that which company is good, which company is producing genuinely. And because of some sort of time-tested thing, we use in practice. But my question is that now you have explained, like in Bhagna, if Bugulu is used, so the Laksharasa has to be used as a Shodhana Dravya, that kind of understanding is there. The purpose of Shodhana is for Shuddhi, that is what is my understanding.
Yes, sir.
And in case if Gugulu is added with the Laksha, it becomes a Laksha Gugulu, Arabadi Gugulu, Lakshadi Gugulu, and different formulations are there. So in that condition, it may be an added advantage if Shodhana is done with the similar kind of drug, or otherwise if you are using the extract along with the same, similar kind of drugs like Laksha or Aba, or different kind of drugs which go hand in hand. Will that be okay? Like Shodhana alone has to be done in this way, or if you go ahead with the formulation itself in that kind, which will help the health seeker.
Both the ways it is correct, sir. In formulation, while preparing a single formulation, if Lakshadi Uglu is prepared, means we can use it in the Shodhana in the Laksha itself. But so here nowadays we are getting a different kinds of formulations. What you call as proprietary drugs. They are not at all following this pattern at all, sir. So in such condition, if any proprietary drug is prepared, a proprietary drug is prepared for the Asti Bhagna, they will not use the Lakshadi Guglu, sir. So they are using the Guglu steroid extract. So that extract is hydroalcoholic extract. So that will not at all have a proper therapeutic action at all. So in that we are not getting a proper result. In such condition, so in such a condition, when we can use this, sir. We can advise them to, or we can tell them, so should do Shodhana in this only and prepare the Gugulu, or do this one. So of course it is very, the right point what you have said is that much Gugulu is not at all producing it. So sometimes we get very difficult to sourcing of the Gugulu itself. So for that, so it is very, in a small scale pharmacy, we can prepare this. So we can have a kind of like a raw material storage itself. We can have a different Gugulu Shodhita storage. So if you want to prepare any medicine for the Asti Bhagna, along with that, if any yogas are added, means in that while preparing the medicine for Asti Bhagna, we can use the Laksha Rasa Shodhita Gugulu. While preparing for the any Shulahara Aushadha, we can use the Dashamulaka Gatha or Nirguni Shodhita Gugulu, we can use that, sir.
Right. So proprietary drugs, you are just, you mean to say that it is proprietary drug that is...
proprietary drugs, sir. Sir. Yes, sir. Because so we can have a like raw material storage, we can have a proper Shodhita Gugulu storage for each and every preparation. That will be given a good result, a better result for it.
Right. Of course, it was a wonderful and informative session. Thank you, and congratulations to the team and the total entrepreneur, Dr. Vivekanand and the whole team. I congratulate everyone for a great initiative. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Praveen, for your inquest as well as the queries and the discussion what took place. Because of that, many people have been benefited. I think so many people must have been having the same questions. So if anybody else are having any other questions related to formulations of the Rasoushadhis, as well as some clinical any indications and any other queries, you can you are welcome. You can ask. So meanwhile, let me share one free ebook link with you people, so that that I wanted to share with the people who are new. The people already who have got this one, that is okay. But I wanted to share ebook which I have published on the Amazon Kindle direct publication, which is worth of what you call it is worth of $2.99 at the Amazon. If you go and purchase, I want to give it free of the people who are in the this one session as a New Year gift for them. So you can click on this link and you can download this ebook. Okay, for how to 6 easy steps to brand yourself as an Ayurveda expert, because the branding and marketing, that is what is missing in our Ayurveda field as well as the medical, especially medical field. So I felt that that is a need. We need to give the insight to our the doctors, so that they can think in that way and they can brand themselves as an expert of particular niche, particular disease or particular drug manufacturing. Okay, like Madhukeshwar sir has been giving that a lot of innovations and the product changes can be made as an your own proprietary medicine, and that can be used without violating the classical, what you call the the principles. Okay, so whatever we are supposed to experiment, we are going to innovate, everything should fall back into the classical, what you call the principle, that should be adhered to the principles and concepts of the classics. That is what the concern of the Dr. Praveen was. I believe that was the concern of the Dr. Praveen, that we need to be innovative, but at the same time adhering to our own, what you call the classical concepts. Okay, so but along with that, when you become very much clear, and this book, I think it will give an idea that each and every word in that book, what I have put, that will give you an idea to think differently, and that will help you to brand yourself as a particular expert, so that you'll be looked for. So whenever anybody Googles you or a particular day, this one, your name should come first. That should be the SEO. Okay, so how that should, that is what I explained in the brand, this one book. So kindly download it, and you can circulate it to the other people also. And the same book, there is a call is there. I will be getting access to our Ayurveda Academy Facebook group also, where we will be posting such entrepreneurial ideas in the Facebook group also. So you can become member of that. You'll have free access for that. You'll get a lot of ideas in that. And at the end of this one, there is another action button is there, where you can access our silver membership, which is the flagship course, and which gives you a life membership for lifetime for Ayurveda Lifestyle Hub. Okay, Ayurveda Lifestyle Hub. Okay, so there you can take action, and that by clicking going to that landing page, you will be getting a discounted price of the membership, because I am launching it for the first time, and that's why at an introductory price I am giving it at a very lowest cost, so that all we can build up a great team of entrepreneurs who can help in together, and they can support each other, and by that Ayurveda will also be benefited, as well as we are also be benefited. So there is another question, sir, Dr. Kritika Chandrasekaran from Madhukeshwar sir. That is, sir, how can I understand Paribhasha and Rasashastra in applied manner? A very big question, I think.
Yes, sir. Sir, for that, I suggest that you have to follow Ramakrishna, sir. He has showed us how to understand the Paribhasha Yantra in applied manner. So please follow the Ramakrishna sir's it's on Facebook or Instagram one. So that itself you will understand the what is the applied, or what is the this one, what we call it as innovation in the Paribhasha. So till now what I thought by hearing this class in the NIMSME, that till now what are outdated, everything he has renewed it. So paribhashas and all, so just the concept will not at all change. Concept will not at all change. So we have to add a new technique to the understand the concept. Say for example, bhavana. So sir has made a machine to do bhavana. So it will accelerate by itself, or it will reduce the speed by itself. And for that bhavana also, so there no person has to stand there. So that kind of machines, everything is developed. So just the concept is same. Concept what it is same. So just we have to give a new thing, or an innovation to the paribhashas it is. So same thing we have to use it. So for example, so in paribhasha prakarana, Navanita Pishti is there, or Rasapanka is there. So all these are, so just to understand the stage of Parada. So everything we are getting while preparing the medicine itself. So that point we have to understand it. So better for this, my answer is same thing. So please follow the RK sir, that is Ramakrishna sir's one. So you will understand better what is the paribhasha is and its innovation. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Madhukeshwar. Actually, Dr. R.K. Ramakrishna sir is not in the, he has left the meeting, but if it
Yes,
have been
sir.
there,
Yeah,
I
that's
think you
correct.
would have given the more insight on that.
Yes,
And Dr. Kritika, it is for everyone. The wonderful person who spoke in between, that is Dr. Ramakrishna. He is running his own Rasoushadhi in Hyderabad, and he has made a lot of innovations with, especially with respect to the instrumentation. He has made his all setup, the pharmacy, one automated one. Only thing is you need to set up the program and give a or command, and it will finish off the, means it will conduct the process, and you will get a finished product. Okay, so of course it is totally automated, but still manual perception is required. But you need to see that particular sense, and if possible, I'll share his this one. One post is there. He is conducting 3 days workshop for the all the doctors who can go and stay with him for 3 days in his pharmacy, and uh, he charges I think very minimal 10,000 rupees, which includes accommodation as well as food along with training. So he is a wonderful person, and it is worth to visit his session, this one. Okay, so with that, Kritika, of course, it was a very big question, but as and when you come across such people like Dr. Ramakrishna, Dr. Madhukeshwar, and when you go into some other this one, you may find your own ideas. You may get your own ideas how to understand paribhasha and apply it in the clinical practice as well as in production of the medicine also. Okay, so I think with that, Dr. Kritika is satisfied, and okay, Dr. Praveen is telling that the ebook is not able to, means it is not downloaded, it's not been downloaded. Praveen, you need to have Google this one account, then only it will be possible, because it has been prepared in Google slide. Okay, so you can try it. Otherwise, I will be sharing that same links in the our Ayurveda Academy WhatsApp group also, so that you can download it from there. And also, I am giving another link here. Now, I am giving another link, which is I am sending another link, which is for if you want to be the member of the what you call. Let me share my screen so that I can give some glimpses. So you can visit my website. This is named as Ayurveda Lifestyle Hub. Okay, so this website is where you'll understand what exactly Ayurveda Lifestyle Hub and what are the its objectives. Okay, and for whom it is useful, and what you'll be getting it into that once you get into Ayurveda Lifestyle Hub. Okay, so education will be there. 6 C's are there. The courses are there. Certification will be there. Coaching will be there. Consultation will be there. Collaboration will be there. And the what we call the 6th C is the collaboration and community for your support. So 6 C's based on that particular forum, we have created this wonderful what you call a membership program. It's basically it is a membership program. In that membership, the courses are included. Certification is there. Okay, so you can see there down there. So you can have the knowledge also, because I'll be calling all the experts on this platform. Now we are the people who can give it on free of cost will be giving free of cost. But if the people they are supposed to be paid the honorarium, then it will be a paid webinars. So that can be free for the people who will join the Ayurveda Lifestyle Hub, because that is an advantage for the people who will get into the Ayurveda Lifestyle Hub, that all the webinars, future webinars will become free. Whereas for non-members of the Ayurveda Lifestyle Hub, they may need to pay for any wonderful sessions. Okay, so monetization, how to monetize, how to streamline the success. Okay, then relevant the what you call sales and services. Okay, so topics you will learn in that is Ayurveda concepts, Ayurveda skill set, niche clarity, entrepreneur mindset, budgeting and finance, marketing strategies, multiple monetization streams, goal setting, basic clinic setup, network building, Dayapasya Chikitsa, how to use Dayapasya Chikitsa, because I am a certified numerologist. So I am including in a course that my knowledge about the numerology, and I have clubbed it into Dayapasya Chikitsa, and I have made a very easy course. Sattva Chikitsa, because I am also again a neuro-linguistic programming certified learner, scholar. So Sattva Chikitsa is along with the NLP and our Ayurvedic concepts, innovation, integration, clinical skill sets, then that I told numerology, neuro-linguistic, digital marketing, medical legal aspects, and online consultation and business planning. Okay. So if you are serious about using Ayurveda, you can join these memberships. Of course, there is a VIP bronze membership is there. The website price is 4,999, but I am giving it at 499 only because I want to build this community. So by that, I want to help. So because of that, I have reduced the price, but it is more than worth of that because it has got two powerful courses, as I told. One is Ayurveda Success Blueprint and Ayurveda Device Goal Setting Formula. And the second is the flagship is Ayurveda Silver membership. Okay, Ayurveda Silver membership, that is worth of website price is 14,999, but the link what I have shared in the group in this chat box, that will give you the landing. It will lead to a landing page where you need to add a coupon code ALH. By that, you will get this particular this membership lifetime access membership, which has got 7 courses. Powerful courses are there. Certification will be there. 90-day challenge will be. I am going to plan the 90-day challenge to to achieve your goals, whatever you plan out of the 7, whatever the streams of the income. Then premium community access will be there. Weekly question sessions, I am going to plan it from the 2024. And the support forum accountability system will be there, because once you are in the community, you can have accountable partner and you can achieve your goal. And gamification, rewards, mobile app access will be there, and lifetime membership. And this is going to be a community of Ayurveda stakeholders. So Ayurveda doctors will be there, and I am trying to bring all those people who will be the people who are supporting Ayurveda practice or Ayurveda teaching. Okay, all of them will be brought into that. So that I am offering it. The Ayurveda Gold membership and Diamond membership, still they are in the preparation, so I am not offering them. So you can join this one. That is Ayurveda Silver membership at 4,999, which has 5,000. Or if you want to check it out, what exactly entrepreneurship is there, how you can set your goal, you can go for VIP Bronze membership, which is at only 499 within 500 rupees. Okay, so that link also I'll share in the chat box, so that you can if you are interested, you can join it. Okay, and any other questions meanwhile, you can post it in the chat box. Any doubts regarding the Ayurveda Lifestyle Hub, also you can ask the questions. If you have got any queries about the Ayurveda Academy, also you can ask the questions. So another 5 minutes, we'll wind up the session. So let me share the link of bronze membership, which is 499 I am offering, so that you can check it out before if you are still skeptical of joining the Ayurveda Lifestyle Hub. Okay, so I hope you can go to it will take you to the landing page, and you can just check it out, all the things. If you feel that, if you resonate with that, if you really committed to be an Ayurpreneur, then only join it. Otherwise, don't join. Okay, this community what I am building, I want to build it for an action takers and the passionpreneurs who want to be an Ayurpreneur. Okay, for them, not for all. Okay, so I hope the links are available in the chat. Okay, so coming to this, if there are no any queries either regarding to the Madhukeshwar sir or to me, even with entrepreneurship, you can have if you have got any doubt, you can ask to me. Even Madhukeshwar sir also undergone the training at Hyderabad. He can also throw some ideas. You can put in chat box also if you are a little bit shy to open up your mic and do it, or otherwise if you can unmute and talk also. You can give your feedback also. Dr. Jyoti Verma, how did you feel about the session?
Sir, it was really wonderful session, sir.
Thank you. Any
Yes,
takeaways
sir. It
from the
was
session? Any takeaways from the session for you?
takeaways is that it is bit in every Ayurvedic physician or every Ayurvedic practitioner and even Rest Shastra practitioners, we have to set some goals in like some innovative ideas which like Madhukeshwar sir and Ramakrishna sir was doing.
Yes.
And we have to undergo some training to the teachers so that one teacher can teach whole class.
Yes.
So he can, it is a easy way to circulate these things because if we are giving training to the teachers, they can inculcate the same thing in their students. If we are giving to the 60 students, at least 10 students we will get who can again give it as a chain system. So, like this, you are telling about your meetings and your this joining is this memberships. It is a good idea, and we can train teachers. And if we are training some teachers, it will be very good.
Yes, right. You are very much right, Dr. Kritika madam. See, sorry, Jyoti Verma madam. The because of this only, because many of the data what we go through, almost 70% of the class will be ladies, female students will be there, and very few people they come to Ayurveda practice as well as the teaching. Most of them they turn out to be either of the homemakers or they'll find some other career and this one. And even teachers, many especially out of 600 colleges, I think 550 colleges are private colleges, and all our teachers, we teachers are dependent on that the colleges. And even though we teachers we make the career of our students and we have got a lot of knowledge, but unfortunately we are not having how to we don't know how to monetize them and have our own the independent either this what you call the business setup or an entrepreneurship or a side hustle. So with this intention only I came up with this particular course, so that it's not only for, it's not exactly for only BMS students. Many a time it has been misread and wrongly taken from whenever I present it. They feel that it is only for BMS students. No, it is for all the people who want to have certain out of box thinking. And now the digital age is giving us a lot of opportunities to make use of our knowledge, and without physical product also we can make money. We can make money. So that I have given, I can include it in my course. Okay, so that the all 7 verticals what I said, you can be in agri, you can be in startup, you can be in tech, you can be in coaching, you can be in research or the book writing, or you can be in what you call integrative medical medicine practice. You can be the pure Ayurvedic practitioner also. But along with that, we need to whatever the supporting income we can drain, that is multiple income we can make out. That is what the idea I have, all the things what I've learned last 2 years. I have put everything into this because I have been mentored by many of the people. I have attended the international mentor sessions also, that especially business people, not the Ayurveda people, business people. So I could see that a lot of opportunities are there for all our Ayurveda people who can be everywhere. Let you take any area, all Ayurveda doctors can be there as an what you call the entrepreneur, along with because of his Ayurveda medical knowledge. He can be a life coach, he can be a consultant, he can be a startup, what you call the he can also have his own innovative startups. So only thing is need of the hour is we need to think differently, and we need to be in a community so that we can motivate each other, and we can thrive for a greater life and better life. Okay. Thank you, Jyoti madam, for your inputs. So I think with this, if no further any queries or any feedbacks submission, if anybody want to give their feedback, what you can put in the chat box also, what type of sessions you want in future also, so that I can find the, because of my network, I can bring those people into this. Of course, Dr. Praveen is there in the queue. He is going to deliberate on Panchakarma, and Dr. Nandini is there, who is a child nutritionist from Ayurveda. She can also be in the future for the sessions. But the people who are in need, who can get this what you call the knowledge, you can share your whatever the requirement in the group, so that I will focus on that. Of course, once you become the member of our community, lot of things will be happening. Okay. So let me then thank Dr. Madhukeshwar sir, I think Madhukeshwar sir is there or not? Yes, Madhukeshwar. So Madhukeshwar sir, thank you on the behalf of all the participants also, because they are been in the session for the last 2 hours with their patience hearing, and because of the, and on behalf of that, I would like to thank you, and on the behalf of Ayurveda Academy, on behalf of my co-founder Dr. Krishna, as well as me and my family, I would like to thank you, sir, for giving your the precious time and enlightening us with the different aspects of the what you call the Ayurvedic, or especially how you can make ideation. For example, as you quoted very correctly, the recipe in the hotel for any of the vegetables or non-vegetables, it will be the same. Only one curry will be there. They only add the whatever they require, and they'll make it. The same way, Gugulu, if you are said as a Gugulu bank, if you make with a different Shodhana Dravyas, you can be supplier of that particular Shodhita Gugulu for the particular company, a particular disease and particular medicine preparation. So that is a very good idea that we can have our own side hustle with that. Okay. So that you can be a provider, you can be provider for the bigger companies also. Otherwise, the practitioners who are in and around you, who are practicing Ayurveda, and they are really in need of the medicines, and the Rasashastra people, all of you can think in on those lines, that particular Shodhita, that if you label that, if you make a presentation with that, that this particular Shodhita for this particular disease. Because what I learned in the last 2 years of my business training is, you need to be specific to be terrific. If you become specific, you'll become terrific. You need to be specific. That specification is what? The particular disease, a particular medicine. It is only for that niche only. Like sir has told, if you are a obesity expert, if you want to see that only treat the obese people, have the Gugulu, which is what you call processed with Gomutra. Gomutra. So that it will reduce your burden also, and you will be branding yourself as only obesity expert. Okay. So in that aspect, in line, if you think that is what the business ideation is there. Okay. A lot, every shloka, every word in Ayurveda, in classics, that has got all the entrepreneurial ideas. Only thing is that we need to open our eyes and we need to look with that particular mindset of entrepreneur mindset. Once you start looking into the entrepreneur mindset, I think every day you can come up with the new innovations, okay, new formulations, and new way of teaching, okay, new way of making what is solving the problems of the people, and by that you'll be getting value, and you'll become significant, and once you become significant, you will be irreplaceable. Okay, you'll be irreplaceable. And I want that all our Ayurveda people should become irreplaceable, and they should become significant, so that all of us should live a very abundant lifetime. Okay. Yes, Dr. Dr. Aishwarya, you would like to give anything in the meeting, or you are speaking somewhere else? Dr. Aishwarya? Okay, Dr. Aishwarya, maybe by mistakes you opened her mic. So if anybody want this one. So thank you, sir. Thank you for enlightening us. So let us wind up this session, because almost 2 hours, and I thank all the participants for being so humble and being so patient to be in the session till the end. And I hope this, if once anybody if confirm that ebook is being downloaded or not. Otherwise, I'll again reshare the link. Okay. So just you can go through that, and thank you for being with us, and see you again in future. Whenever I plan any such wonderful sessions, I will inform all of you. Be connected with Ayurveda Academy WhatsApp group channel. Join there and can follow me as Vivekananda_Kurudi at Instagram also. There is Ayurveda Academy Instagram channel is also there. YouTube channel is also there, Ayurveda Academy. The people who have misread, okay, people who have misread, they can just a minute, I would like to share a link. They can see on the YouTube, Ayurveda Academy YouTube. You convey this to your friends, because ultimately what we can do is that we can help others by sending the information. Okay, that is also enough. If we can share the information, that is the wonderful thing you can do to help others, because we don't know who will be getting the idea and who will be coming up in a greater entrepreneur from our Ayurveda. Okay. So thank you, Dr. Bharatraj, for your wonderful words that but Dr. Bharatraj is telling Madhukeshwar sir, it is a very knowledgeable session. So thank you, Bharatraj sir.
Thank you,
And
sir. Thank you.
the DN,
you, sir.
Nandini, for your good words. And now I think this link should be working. Okay, so just check it out. Anybody, one of you, can you confirm me the link I have reshared about the book? So I think this link will work for you.
So thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you, Vivek sir. Thank you, Krishna madam, and Jyoti madam, and Praveen sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. So it will be helpful for me to increase my presentation skill. Everything it is helpful for that. And a new idea is Google Bank. We are telling only the herbal cluster bank, and all. It is a Google Bank is a very good idea shared by the Vivek sir. It is very good. Thank you, sir. Thank
Okay,
you, sir.
see
Thank
you
very
all.
much.
Till then,
Thank
Happy
you,
New
sir.
Year to all of you. Happy New Year to you also, sir. Happy New Year to all of you.
Thank you, sir.
And let us think about the building the Ayurveda universe. Okay. Okay. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you. Advance happy New Year for all of you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.